And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.
This is the plaintiff, Heather Ezro. She says the defendant's son was playing baseball by her car, hit the ball, and broke her windshield. The defendant's son admitted doing it and said he was very, very sorry. The father refuses to pay her for her damages, and, well, here they are. She's suing for $272.56, the amount she's owed. These are the defendants, James Trudell and his son Dylan Legnar. James, first of all, the plaintiff's car was parked under a tree which had some fallen branches. Secondly, she had a spider crack in her windshield, not a smash like a ball would make. And thirdly, his son says he didn't hit her car, and he believes him. He thinks the plaintiff's looking for a free windshield, and he isn't made of money and isn't paying. They're accused of hitting a foul. The defendants have filed a countersuit for $45 for money owed on an iPod casing.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Circuit City had closed. He was doing work, he said, in the building, and he had been given all these iPod cases. He had about 100 of them. He was going to be selling them.
What's that about?
I'm a contractor, and I got paid for finishing up the job by a bunch of merchandise left over.
You got paid job?
It was just a project I've been doing.
It sounds like stolen goods.
Attention, all Medicare beneficiaries who need assistance getting around their homes. There is a Medicare benefit that may qualify you for a new power chair or scooter at little to no cost to you. Imagine one scooter or power chair that could improve your mobility and your life. One Medicare benefit that, with private insurance, may entitle you to pay little to nothing to own it. One company that can make it all happen.
Your power chair will be paid in full.
The Scooter Store.
Hi, I'm Dan Weston. We're experts at getting you the scooter you need. In fact, if we pre-qualify you for Medicare reimbursement and Medicare denies your claim, we'll give you your new power
sensation. Ask your eye doctor if Restasis is right for you. It is for me.
I gave her $500.
You gave her $500 for what?
The bill was...
Don't point your finger at me.
But I did give it to her.
Judge. Friday at 4 on Fox 47.
Did you miss your chance to get $4,500 for a car? Let J.D. Byrider show you how you could get $4,500 to get a better car, and you could drive today. Just bring us your pay stub. We calculate what your tax refund could be and use part of it to drive today. It's just that easy. With the change tax codes, experts say the average tax return could get back $4,500 or more, and you could drive today. The J.D. Byrider Tax Rally, right when you really need money for a car.
You're stuck on a treadmill. You're making minimum payments on your credit cards, and you're just anywhere. Let Consolidated Credit tell you the truth. When credit card companies are charging high interest, it's virtually impossible to pay off your debt. Let's say you owe $5,000 and your rate is 21%. Of your $100 minimum payment, $87 interest. It'll take you over 33 years to pay off that debt. Call Consolidated Credit. They'll get the credit card companies to reduce or eliminate your interest. Get off the treadmill. Get on with your life. Call Consolidated Credit. They're the freedom people.
Call now, 1-800-756-5204 or visit cccbefree.com.
Consolidated Credit. When credit card debt is the problem, they're the solution.
Every day, rescue animals await medical care. At Globe University, students work hand-in-hand with many of these animals. They perform blood draws, take x-rays, assist in surgical sterilization, and monitor post-operative recovery. With the help of our students, rescue animals can find new homes and lead active, healthy lives. Make a difference. Enroll in the Veterinary Technology Program at Globe University, Madison. 608-824-6200.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant's kid hit a baseball, broke her windshield. The defendant says some falling branches probably did the deed. It's the case of the 3 strikes law.
Okay, Heather Ezra, you are suing James Trudell and Dylan. Okay. For $272.56, the amount you say they owe you for a windshield that, according to you, Dylan broke with a baseball. You are counterclaiming against her $45, $15 for a loan, and $30 for some iPod cases. Talk to me. Tell me what happened.
On March the 15th of 2009, Dylan was playing baseball, hitting baseballs off a tee in the backyard of our apartment building. Apparently, one of those balls flew over the fence and hit my parked car on the opposite side of the fence, where there ended up a crack. It like broke the top of the windshield and then cracked all the way down to the bottom.
How do you know that happened?
I had seen him playing baseball in the backyard.
Do you live in that building?
Yes,
How
I
many
lived
units?
there. I lived there. I no longer live
used to live there. And then how many, when this happened, you used to live there?
Yes.
And how many units are in there?
8 units.
And then you see him playing baseball?
Yes.
And then you go to your car how much later?
Probably about 5 or 6 hours after that.
Okay, and then there's a crack in your windshield?
Yes.
So you figure that it's from the baseball?
Yes, and the mark looked, you could tell that a ball had hit the windshield.
Okay,
There was no...
do you have a picture of it?
Yes, I do. I have
Let me
several
see it.
pictures.
Okay, so what do you do?
I proceeded to call Mr. Trudell to ask him to ask his son what happened between the baseball and my vehicle. At which time he contacted me back via telephone telling me that in fact Dylan had admitted that the ball had hit my car. Dylan came and apologized to me for breaking my windshield. They set up a payment arrangement where Dylan would pay me out of his allowance money, which I was absolutely in agreement to that.
Did you have the windshield fixed?
Yes, I did.
Let me see what you paid to have the windshield fixed.
And at which time they said pay for it.
But why are you suing for $272? Oh, I see, because according to you, that he worked off some of this.
He paid some, they paid cash for some of it already, and then he also did some work for me, and I gave them credit for 3 iPod cases that his father traded me for money off of the debt.
So how much money did they pay?
Paid a total of $12 cash. Later on, his father gave, like I said, we did the transaction for, he had actually initially had asked for $20.
What was he doing with these iPod cases?
He had been doing work in, Circuit City had closed down, and he was doing work, he said, in the building, and he had been given all the iPod cases. He had about 100 of them. He was going to be selling them.
What's that about?
I'm a contractor, and I got paid for finishing up a job by a bunch of merchandise left over. So.
You got paid for doing what job?
It was just a project I'd been doing.
It sounds like goods.
No,
Like why would Circuit City pay you in...
They didn't pay me, someone else had.
I guess it's smelling fishy.
He's been pretty adamant about not doing it.
Did you tell your dad that you didn't do it? You wouldn't put up a 10-year-old to try to lie to me today, would you?
For free tickets to be part of our courtroom audience, call toll-free 1-888-780-8587.
I come to America's Best because of the people and the price.
2 pairs for $69.95, and that includes a free eye exam.
You pay less for eyeglasses at America's Best.
You save a lot on contact lenses. With the Eye Care Club, you get contacts for as low as $12.49, and
it was a great surprise when I found out that at ITT Tech, the schedules are somewhat flexible, and because of that, I was able to spend time with my son.
And what I've learned at ITT Tech and apply that knowledge successfully has been my greatest accomplishment.
Now I work as an IT specialist for the federal government.
My whole life has turned around now that I have a career.
So yes, there are going to be obstacles, but ultimately, you can get it done.
3 years from now, I can see myself in a house of my own and still learning the trade.
We are helping people build a foundation for the rest of their lives. ITT Technical Institute, education for the future. Call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web.
This holiday season, stay close with family and friends using a free phone from U.S. Cellular. From November 27th through November 30th, all phones we carry are free. Choose from smartphones, phones, all kinds of phones, including the Samsung Caliber, LG Bliss, LG Banter, and BlackBerry Curve 8330. They're all free, but just for 4 days, so don't wait. They won't be free for long. U.S. Cellular. Believe in something better.
captioning and other consideration for the People's Court, provided by...
What makes a Hershey's bar with almonds pure? Pure happiness. Pure delight. Pure delicious chocolate with almonds. Pure Hershey's.
I'm Goldston, Chairman and CEO of Net Zero. Here's a plan for America's broadband users to save $16 billion a year and $300 individually. Switch to Net Zero dial-up at $9.95 per month. Call 1-800-NET-ZERO or go to netzero.com.
You decide, whiten your teeth with strips that slip or whiten them 25% faster with White Trays. A study shows White Trays whiten 25% faster than Crest White Strips Premium, and use them just once a day. Start seeing results in 3. Aqua Fresh White Trays.
Are the parents responsible here?
I don't think parents are responsible for every little move their child makes. It would have to be something extreme.
Okay, final word. What do you think?
Yes, parents are responsible to keep control of their kids.
We will find out going inside the courtroom.
What happened, Dylan?
Well, I never really play baseball outside
old are you?
unless my dad is out there and...
Right, how old are you? I'm sorry?
Oh, 10.
10. Okay. You understand that you are under oath, right? You know what that means? That you swore to tell the truth? Okay. So you're going to tell me the truth now, right? You tell me what actually happened. What happened?
I was playing outside one day, and then my dad was fixing his car, and then I was playing baseball and I hit it, and I accidentally hit it a little too hard over the fence, and it did hit her car, but I thought it hit the top of the car because it hit the windshield, and it sounded like it hit metal, not glass.
Okay.
So.
He told me he didn't do it.
He just told me he did. This is not what he told you?
No.
What did he tell you?
He told me he hadn't even been playing baseball that day.
Who lives there? Do you live there?
I live there, yeah.
Okay. Does the mom live there?
No.
All right. But according to you, this plan of how he's going to pay for it is right in front of him, right?
Exactly, yes.
Okay, so
yes.
Are you surprised to hear him say, what are we talking about, if he never hit the car?
I am surprised, yes.
I borrowed her money for cigarettes and stuff like that. I did not give her money to pay off any debt. I had no contract with her.
I don't understand. What is it you're saying? That this is the first you've heard that your son agrees that he did it?
He's been pretty adamant about not doing it.
Did you tell your dad that you did it? You wouldn't put up a 10-year-old to try to lie to me today, would you?
Me? No.
Yeah. Because that would be like below low. Because he's telling me exactly what she says. I don't think he's lying to me. I think he's telling me the truth.
I think he was out there playing ball that day.
Well, I think he was, because he said he was. He just said he was. If he's saying it to me and he's saying it to her, why isn't he saying it to you? Either he did and you're trying to get out of paying, or he didn't and you got a lot of soul searching to do to figure out why it's okay. He has no problem telling me what happened, no problem telling her what happened, but a problem telling you.
Your Honor, I have a statement from my brother that's been notarized. My brother was sitting there when Mr. Trudell came over and agreed to pay me.
Dylan and his mother left after Dylan came over to apologize for the breaking of the windshield. Immediately following them leaving, Mr. Trudell came to Heather's apartment and stated he was going to make Dylan work money to pay for it and that Heather would be paid for the damages. Are you denying that that conversation took place?
I never told her that he did it.
Okay. Well, Mr. Trudell, I don't know what's going on, but I know what's going to happen in this case. I just don't understand if it's that you just don't want to lose or if it's that, I don't know what to say. Strangest scenario I've ever seen. I mean, here we are, everybody agrees on a certain set of facts, and you're saying something diametrically opposed and claiming this is all a surprise. In this case, first of all, on your counterclaim against her, 0. And on her claim against you and your son, here's how it goes. Parents in this state, and you're from Wisconsin, are responsible for their children's actions only if those actions are willful and malicious. This is obviously not willful and malicious. So there's no parental liability in this case. I'm dismissing the case against him. However, you do have a judgment against Dylan, and your judgment is good for 20 years, okay? I think Dylan will pay you back a lot sooner than his dad. And I'm going to order a judgment in this case in your favor in the amount of $272.56. Good luck, folks. Dylan, I'm proud of you, okay, for coming up and just saying accidents happen, mistakes happen, and I'm proud of you for coming up and taking it like a man.
The judge has ruled in this case in favor of the plaintiff. Come on in here, defendant. Stand right next to me. Tell me, Dylan, come on into, what's your reaction to the verdict and now that the case is over?
He was not out there playing baseball that day. When the ball hit the car, that was a different day.
All right.
He was not.
That's what you. And he says something else. And what I want to say to Dylan is, congratulations on going in there and telling the truth to the judge and taking care of business. You guys will work it out amongst yourselves. And you're a Yankee fan?
Yes, I am.
All right, then. Who's the man on the Yankees? Who's the man?
Alex Rodriguez.
That's right. Head right down that way. All right, come on in here. You satisfied how this finally comes out?
I am. I'm very happy that Dylan told the truth. He's a very good boy, and he
What
just
do you
wants
think
to
is
make his
going
dad
on
happy.
there? What is going? He's making his dad happy by lying to him, you think?
You know, I can't make that kind of a judgment call. I don't know what's going on as far as that's concerned. Just know that he's a good boy, and
All right, well, you got your money. Let's go to Times Square.
Well, in this case, the damage has to be willful on the part of the kid for the parents to be responsible. In some states, though, negligence is enough to put the parents on the hook.